Des from Aro-Tarot here, and today I'm gonna do a tag. I kind of seen the tag, but then I just kind of wasn't watching as many YouTube videos. I was just in one of those moods. And then I finally watched it. I'm like, ooh, this is challenging. Ooh, I want to participate. And it's hashtag Tarot Tools Trio by Cormack Carr. And yeah, when I was watching, I'm like, ooh, 3 decks. They're not really favorite decks, they're essential decks. Ooh, I'm gonna do this. So anyway, there's 4 questions. It's your 3 essential. So basically the whole kind of prompt, I guess, would be kind of as it says, imagine you don't have access to your full library of tarot tools, but you do have your handy portable tarot toolkit. So what's in the toolkit? And there's 3 that are trios, and then there's a wild card. So the first one is your essential tarot decks, which you get 3. Your essential tarot books, 3, and they are not books per deck, they're just general books. And then 3 tarot spreads, and then you get a wild card. So the decks, it didn't take me too hard to decide. It was more so if I should use those decks or not. Because I was like, because it's not really he starts to say favorite at the one point, but it's not really favorite, it's essential. So I decided not to go with favorites, because I've answered favorites I think twice before on this channel. So I basically picked the 3 decks that I've been carrying with me lately in my purse. So if you ask me this again in a month's time, it's gonna be different. It's just, I figured that maybe the easiest way I should do this is the 3 decks that I lately have been putting in my purse for the last month. Because generally, well, if I go to visit the cliques, usually I might bring sometimes I'll bring 2 decks, sometimes I'll bring 5, because I could just bring my cheeseburger backpack with me. I mean, literally, it's just hop in the car, get some Taco Bell or Arby's on the way, and then I'm there, and I'm just hanging with. I don't even bring them out. I just have them there, really. Unless there's a new deck, and I'm like, ooh, look at this deck. Papa just bought the Lion Strider for me yesterday, so next time I go over, I'll be like, here's the deck. Because we were in the car, and they dropped me off afterwards, because we were just running around everywhere. But, I might be like, ooh, look at the deck that you bought me. Look how pretty it is, But, besides all that, if I'm out of the house, I usually like to have 1 or 2 decks on me. For instance, did I have that one? I want to say it was that one and that one, actually, which are 2 on the list. Yesterday, we were going to go to Olive Garden, me and Nana, but then our plans ended up getting derailed. So, yeah, but 2 of the decks were ones that I put in my purse because we weren't going to the house, we were just going out to Olive Garden. So, tomorrow when I go to, because tomorrow is the local psychic fair, I'm probably going to take my 1 deck. That's on the list, obviously, with me. So, it's the 3 that I usually put in my purse, which, to be honest, I can fit. I know I fit at least 5 decks in this one time. I just couldn't decide, and I put 5 decks in it when I was going somewhere. I've also put books in there. It's just, yeah, it's big enough. So anyway, doing the 3 decks. So the first one is a no-brainer for me. I knew that this was going to be on the list, and if anyone watches the channel, and watch my videos, I talk about this deck a lot. It's the Justice League Tarot. Which, of course, I just happen to have the 9 of Cups on top. I pulled it out for... Oh, yeah, I pulled it out for a tag I was doing. So, there was my personality card / soul card and my year card, too. And that was my significator. So, yeah, it's my first deck. It's my favorite deck. If I can't decide on a deck to take with me just to go out, I immediately default to this deck. It's just that deck that, I get, it's easy to read, because sometimes, maybe, I don't know, it's just easy, I can do, like, this or that kind of readings with it, like, just when I'm playing video games. And it could be, like, 2 card cards come up, and I'm like, well, it's that one, though. You know, it's just one of those, when it's just that deck for me, you know? So, yeah, this one was very much a no-brainer. Like, I would consider it my soul deck. It's my favorite. Grayson's my favorite. That's his nickname. So, if I can get in the bag. Bag's a bit tight. It's stretched out, though, over time. And I actually have a backup copy of this deck. I know it wouldn't be the same as this one, but if something ever happened, at least I would have another copy of it. Or I could eventually keep it in some years and sell it for money. I already saw it going for a bit. But, yeah, it's my backup / collector's version. So then the second one and the third one are ones that I got for Christmas. Actually, the one, I currently had 1 card on the altar, so let me pull it off. The altar's just right here. So yeah, the next 2 I got for Christmas, and I was very much feeling the one, and I'm still very much feeling it. The other one I wasn't, but now I'm feeling it, and I just want to carry it around with me. So, this one lately, I've been just wanting to carry it around with me. This one I also had grabbed to go to Olive Garden, which didn't happen. So, yeah, it was this one, the Justice League, I was taking with me. And my other one would be the Dragon Age Inquisition Tarot. And, like, I wasn't feeling it too much as I thought I was when I got it for Christmas. But then, like lately, like, the last, like, I don't know, like, week and a half, I've just been in one of my Dragon Age moods, especially, which, even when I'm in a Dragon Age mood, I don't really play as much, just because, like, I make too... What are you doing? They're trying to clean the house with each other in here, who really just wants to eat hay. But anyway, even when I'm not in the mood, like, it's more, like, even when I am, I don't always play just because, like, I just have so many characters. I have an issue with making too many characters, and then you keep doing the same things over and over again, and then you kind of get tired of it, and you really, really have to be in a mood just to do, like, a piece that you've done, like, 5 times. It's one of those things. And then the first game, I don't, just because, like, I still got to finish the one walkthrough, because I was imagining, like, what would be my warden, you know. And really, like, the choices, they're very much set in stone for me. Even playing a character with a different personality, it still feels very set in stone. With the second game, it's a little bit more flexible, but the second game I don't like as much as the first and third. I like the combat, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not as set on a romance as the other 2. First, I got to romance Alistair. And then, like, the third game, like, I can romance, like, almost anyone. Like, I love, like, all the companions in this game, which is the first one I played. But, you know, like, I have the deck, though. And even if I don't really want to play the game, I've been playing Harvestmoon Tree of Tranquility, actually. And then, of course, Final Fantasy XIV. But I have the deck, though, so it's like I still get my Dragon Age kick, even if I'm not in the mood to really play. So, yeah, and while it was a bit confusing for me to read at first, I'm, like, now getting it, so currently this one I've been carrying around with me, and it's great. I can literally just wrap it around my wrist and just kind of, but yeah, my bag in a bag. I love this bag, it's so cute. So that would be my second one, and my third, I gotta take a sip of tea. My third I wasn't as sure about, because, like, the first one was in my top 5. This one was one that I thought was going to be in my top 5, and then ended up not being in my top 5. And then I think this one, I don't think it went in my top 5, but it was one of those ones where it's like, ooh, I think this is going to be a top 5 deck. It's like, since I started using it. And, yeah, I'm still feeling it. I'm using it for, like, daily draws and stuff. I think, was this one my most used deck? I don't even remember now. I honestly don't even remember. I literally just filmed that video the other day where I said what's the deck that I use the most. And I don't even remember if it was this one. But, yeah, it's, I would probably pick for my third one the Ophidia Rosa Tarot, because I've been carrying that one around with me, a bit. And it's so pretty. And, like, I love how the images, they're so simple, but, like, I can really draw from them. Just, like, if you kind of take, like, the image, and then you're like, how could the image, like, the basic meaning apply to the image, and then it, like, gets me thinking, and I really like that about the deck. I also, like, we're not supposed to bring little white books, but, I actually do really like, this, which would technically actually still be in it, because I just carry it in the box, because it's not the box. But this isn't really even, like, a book, it's just a pamphlet. And it's literally just got, like, a poetic line for, like, each one, and it's really, really nice and pretty. If I can't draw from an image, I sometimes look at that and I'll be like, oh, okay, it makes more sense. But I usually don't have to. It pretty much makes sense. And this is just a lovely deck. It's got the pretty gold gilding, which has kind of, like, come off some on the side, so, like, you can see all the lines. But to be honest, I think that looks cool. Like, more so that is how it looked, and now it looks more so like this. But I've been using this one for daily draws. I really like it. So those are the 3 decks I'd bring. Which, that took a bit to explain, but that's okay, because the second question, I don't really have to talk much about. The second one is the 3 absolute essential tarot books, and they're general ones. And to be honest, I wouldn't bring any, like, at all. I only own 3. One of them, I do not resonate with at all, and to me, it was actually a complete waste of money. Luckily, I got it on sale, so it was only, like, I think, $12. So I only spent like $12 and I read it and I didn't even like it. Like halfway through it I was like, I don't resonate with like any of this. And I just finished reading it just to say I read it. That's the only reason why I finished reading it. Like I started to like it and then I'm like, nah. So I gave my mom like it so she could read, and she read like all of the before the meanings of the cards, which is like the part that I really didn't resonate with. And then she just didn't read that because she's like, you didn't resonate with it, so I'm not even gonna try. So yeah, I even told my brother about it. And my brother was like, you know, so he don't read the books, but he's like, he wouldn't have been resonating with it either, even if he did. So definitely want to bring that one. The second book I own is, I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. And I didn't say the first one just because I was bad-mouthing it. I was just saying I don't resonate with it at all, but, you know. If anyone wanted to know, I would tell them in the comments, but, I mean, literally, I saw some people were saying that one in their top 5 for Ethany's challenge for books. I was like, I didn't like that book. But anyway, the second book I got when I got my second deck, which was not last Christmas, it was the Christmas before. I also got a book to go with it, and I didn't really read much of it, so I wouldn't really bring it just because I don't even have it with me. I have it out with my mom in case she needs it, you know, so I don't really read it, so I wouldn't really bring it. And then the third book I actually do like. However, I wouldn't bring it with me. The reason why is because it's this one, and I do like this book, but it's Marseille. And none of the 3 decks that I would be bringing with me are Marseille. If I had brought maybe my Triomphe de la Luna, I would bring this book, especially since that doesn't even have a little white book or anything. It doesn't have anything. That's why I got this book. But they don't. So I wouldn't bring the little white book. I actually think it's kind of funny. This is the only one that actually has a pamphlet, not really a actual book size, but, you know, a little white book. And the other 2 decks don't even have that. But yeah, I just wouldn't bring it because, because of that. There are 2 books that I kind of want to get because I've heard they're good. One of them my mom has. So maybe this question, I would go out to the kitchen/entrance where my mom's computer is, and I would steal her book and take it with me. It's Tarot on Earth by Tom Benjamin. She hasn't read it yet, and I haven't been reading too much lately, and I wanted to try working with 2 of my other decks and read their books before I, like, even read that one. But I could take that one from her and read it. Like, I'm waiting for her to read it, or at least read some of it, and then maybe read some of it before I get it. Because I wasn't really going to buy any more general books. The only one that I broke that code for was, like, this one. Because that first book, like, well, actually, technically the second one, it just really didn't resonate with me, and I was just constantly afraid that I was going to buy a book, and I just wasn't going to like it. Where this one, I broke it just because I heard it's really good, and it's Marseille, and I don't have a little white book for Marseille or anything, so just literally the keywords from Kelly from the Truth and Stories stuff, and then also the key stuff, which is actually in here from the website. So I only got that one because of that. So yeah, basically, yeah, if I did, it would probably be the one book I thought about buying, and then I would go out and steal Mom's, and then while it's with me, I would read it. So yeah, like, I'll probably eventually buy that book. I was just, you know, you buy a book and you just don't resonate with it all, and it's like that one time you're like, oh, I heard it's good, I'm gonna buy a book that tells you about tarot and stuff that's not like a it's not, the other one isn't like a how-to book, like, I don't see people talking about that much, though. So, yeah, it's just got a bunch of information in it. So, like, yeah, that kind of put me off from buying books. That, and I really actually do like the companion books, so I usually prefer those over general books. So then the third question, which I actually talked a little bit more than I thought I would with that question. The third one, I decided that I would not come up with it beforehand, but where did I put it? I just had it, and it's not that. Where did I put it? Did I put it? I put it behind me. I was like, where did I put it? I just had it. You know, and then I had to get up and give the piggies more hay. It was behind me. So I decided that I would just decide while filming. And the last one is 3 spreads. So if I can only take 3 spreads with me. I feel like one of them would probably be, I don't remember the specific name of it. I wrote it in here. I'm not exactly sure what the specific name of it is. It's from the Mythical Cats Tarot. Actually, I know what the name of the one spread is. I could probably find that, actually. Oh, wait. I did actually write it down already. The Shield of... No, it's At the Threshold. I would probably take with me At the Threshold, which I have memorized. Which is from the Tales of the Mythical Cats by, I don't know. I have no idea how you pronounce that name. But it's Weatherstone. Yeah, there's 3 vowels. I'm not good at pronouncing things, but it's called At the Threshold from the Tales of the Mythical Cats. Basically, how the spread works is you take out the 2 of fire, which is the 2 of wands, you put that in the middle, and then basically it's a 2-card spread. On one side is option 1, and the other side is option 2, and I use this all the time when I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, when we're doing our map weekends, because you gotta choose between 2 doors. So I always use this one to help me choose, because I'm really indecisive. So I feel like if I brought a spread that wasn't my own, it would be this one. Because that's like, oh, should I do this one or should I do that one? And then, so I use that one. Then I would probably just want to bring my own spreads with me. I feel like, because, like, that one I wouldn't need, 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 that one I wouldn't really need. I feel like I wouldn't really need those ones either. I guess out of the ones I made, would probably be the 4 Robin spread, which I made. Way I have this set up is I have all the ones I've made, all pretty and stuff on computer paper, and then, oops, that one came out, and hole punched in here. So I want to actually do more videos on, because I've only done 2 so far, on spreads that I've made. And instead of me trying to, like, shake me and hold the camera and show what cards I got, instead I'm just going to do it like this, because this is easier. Also, I could take pictures of it, too, if I was posting it to timer. But anyway, I'd probably bring this one, which I was going to make a video of explaining it anyway. It's called the 4 Robin spread, and it's based on the 4 Robins, you know, of DC Comics. It goes, card 1's Damien, card 2's Tim, card 3's Jason, card 4's Dick. So the four questions is, what you need to learn, what you already know, a past influence, and some positive advice. And it's for like a situation. So out of mine, I would bring this one. And then for a third, to be honest, it's not really even a spread. I would probably just bring a single card. Just drawing a single card. Just because, like, I do that often. You know, it's just like, oh, you know, just draw a single card. That works easy. Even when I'm trying to decide on if I should get something. Like, if there's no two options, and it's just, should I get that? It's just a single card. So it would probably be a single card slash, maybe even kind of just no spread, you know, where you just kind of communicate with the deck. Which is kind of like where it kind of comes from with the single card anyway. You know, I'm just asking my deck a question. So it would be like a no spread slash single card would be my third spread. And then the fourth question is your wild card. And I was going to use this to include another tarot deck. But I decided that if I'm taking the Ophidia Rosa with me, I should probably bring the Pythia Botanica Oracle, since, you know, they go together and they work really well together. So now I have an Oracle deck too. Which I thought, maybe an Oracle deck. I was thinking the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, but then I was like, I'm bringing this one. And if I bring this one, then the wild card's just gotta be this one. So yeah. Is that he good? So yeah, it would be that. So yeah, so books I wouldn't bring any. Spreads I would bring no spread slash single card spread. At the Threshold spread for the Mythical Cats Tarot, I'd bring the For Robin spread, that's by me. Decks, then I would bring the Pythia Botanical Oracle, the Ophidia Rosa Tarot, the Justice League Tarot, and the Dragon Age Inquisition Tarot. So yeah, that's all the questions. This is longer than I thought it was going to be. But, anyway, I'm probably going to watch other people's just cause. I think this is interesting because it's essentials and not like, I don't know, I just think that's interesting, so yeah. Also, it's 3, not 5, which makes it even harder. I mean, 1, I feel like 1's easier than 3. But anyway, yes, so I'm just from Aro-Tarot, and I'm gonna go ahead and log off now.